canned goods, pasta, sugar, cream cheese, meat. What things aren't going into shortage? That's the real question. Well, the things that aren't are definitely spiking in prices. Prices are exploding upwards, and what has already been a tough year is getting worse. Friends, we are about to find out what it's going to look like to have a whole new generation of people looking desperate. And especially with these new generations that have very little experience with hardship, they medicate for everything. The question is, how will they respond to this crisis? Especially since they don't have a firm moral grounding. That's a lot to take in. We got a lot of updates, a lot of reports coming from you guys from all over, so let's jump into it. Welcome to the Poplar Report. I'm Steve Poplar. I'm an accountant by trade, and you guys send in your reports of what you guys are seeing and what you are experiencing and what you're hearing out there, and we get those out to you to keep you updated as best as we can. We do want to thank our sponsor, Genesis Gold Group. They do a fantastic job getting people out of stocks and bonds in their retirement portfolios into gold, silver, and platinum. If you have some questions about that or what you can do with your retirement portfolio to get it more safe, you might want to talk to Jonathan and his team. There'll be a link at the end of the video. This is a report from Country Kitty. Western Washington. Priced for 20-pound bags of sugar at Winco. Before the cough, $11. Now, $20. This is at Winco. They've always had several in stock, but now only 3 when I went, and no space for more. We're seeing those sugar shortages, aren't we? Western Canada has a significant sugar shortage due to the fact that they have a major sugar plant strike going on, and it has started to impact Western United States as well. That looks like it's going to continue for the next little bit. So if you need sugar, you might want to stock up now. All right, Baking Lady says, Southeast Pennsylvania. Good morning. So our local giant grocery store's weekly flyer had beef tenderloin on sale. Good stuff. I went there but couldn't find any, not a shred. So I asked the lady behind the fresh meat counter if they had any, just a small tenderloin back there somewhere. She said they had no tenderloin, as their truck did not show up. This is becoming a common thing these days. I am seeing more and more restrictions on number of items you can purchase in many stores now. Keep up the great videos. I love the updates from others. Blessings. So, I mean, they had a sale for something that they just didn't get a shipment of at all. Is that concerning? Is that kind of bait and switch? It kind of is, isn't it? I mean, I don't know what happened to me if I ran a store where I advertised a sale for something and then I just didn't get any of those in. I guess that's the best way to run a loss leader, isn't it? To simply not have the thing that you say that you're going to have. Kathy in Northwoods, Wisconsin, went to Amish Bent and Dent store. If you're not familiar with that, it's where all the dented cans the supermarket can't sell. They sell them to a discount grocery store. A lot of times Amish run these, at least in these areas. And so they went there. So it's a discount grocery, essentially, where all the damaged goods get to. It was bare, and no canned soup, no canned meats, no pasta, no cat food, some dog food, but they had 2 aisles of candy and cupcakes and cookies. We have found some days are hit or miss. So many people are coming here to shop, some as far from 100 miles, just to find a deal on food. It's rough. We saw younger people shopping for bargain food. I'm so glad I listened to some of your good advice on stocking up. Thank you, Steve. And we're seeing that. Discount grocery stores, the places out there that don't have the super high prices, everyone's flocking to these stores. And there's only so much food at these places to go around, isn't there? And that is concerning, that you're seeing more and more high-end, middle-class, upper-middle-class people are going to the discount grocery stores because they can't afford the high-end grocery stores. And this high-end grocery stores have got to be hurting right now because everyone's going to the Dollar Tree, even though the Dollar Tree is turning into the $1.50 tree. You can't make that stuff up. Big Blue says, good morning and thank you, Steve. Update. My local giant food store in Lehigh Valley, Pennsylvania had very short bread supply. My usual brand of Myers Italian was completely out of stock, which is extremely unusual. And other brands were in short supply. I was still able to get another brand of bread, but, you know, so I really shouldn't complain. But we're just seeing more and more outages, more and more issues out there with different stores, different bakeries. Chrism says, hi Steve, thank you for all the updates. I wanted to share one more potential for everyone regarding seeds. Look for bulk sprouting seeds, radish, broccoli, mung bean, etc. Any of those can be sprouted in a jar in your kitchen and will give you micronutrients very fast. Just a suggestion. Thank you. So back in the day when I was kind of getting into microgreens, I stocked up on a bunch of seeds to do microgreens. Microgreens are something else you might want to look at. It's basically you sprout. Sprouts you can do in the dark, right? You just moisten the seeds and then let them kind of grow up a little bit. They're basically just trying to push it up through the soil. Those sprouts have nutrition. But if you expose them to sunlight or artificial light, that will give them what they need. The microgreens are the first bit that turns green and actually starts leaf, and it's even more nutrient good for you because it's starting to get that sunlight, it's producing the energy, and microgreens are a great way to go. But you can get microgreen seeds because you have to use up tons of seeds in order to get all these sprouts. It's not like you put one. It's like you just put like a carpet of them on a tray. And so you got to buy them in bulk. And so that's a lot of options out there. Just look for microgreen seeds, that kind of thing, to get lots and lots. And a lot of them can be used, of course, for sprouting. Just be sure that you are getting the right kinds of plants, because if you're going to eat the shoot, make sure that the plant is not poisonous, right? There's a few out there that you can't eat the shoot, okay? But a lot of the seeds you can eat the whole plant, and then that's a good nutritious thing to grow. Christus says, North Dallas-Fort Worth Dollar General. The entire section for medicines, cold, flu, pain medication, fever, cough, etc. is wiped out. Only a few boxes of medication left on the shelves. There were almost out of water as well, but tons of Christmas stuff available. Aldi, no heavy cream and low on half and half. Almost out of pasta. Seasonings were hit hard, low supply on flour and sugar. So just the staples. Got plenty of Christmas stuff out there. We got plenty of cookies and, all the garbage food out there. But when it comes to staples like sugar and flour and pasta, we're having issues. And meat and dairy. All the big things, right? But all the processed stuff is still coming off the factory lines. Isn't that interesting? Who could have seen that one coming? And before we go on with the other updates, but please do consider if you are seeing stuff out there on your store shelves, or you're hearing things at your workplace or seeing things at your workplace that you think would be helpful for other people, please don't hesitate to send in an update. Use the word update and give some sort of geographical description if you can. If you need to send something directly to me, you can always email me at poplarpreparedness@gmail.com. All right. 40 Lenny says, Springboro, Ohio, Kroger store had no Kroger brand brown sugar or powdered sugar. Very low on Kroger brand granulated sugar. Low on Domino's sugar across the board, and that's in Ohio. So we're not talking about West Coast, we're not talking about Canada, we're talking about Ohio. That's a far ways away from where we're supposed to be having that sugar shortage. So please be aware that this is impacting across the United States and creating issues. This is from a viewer in southeast of, I'm guessing it's going to be Phoenix, PHX. So Phoenix sounds good to me. Produce is lacking. Items are mushy on the shelf or having visible mold. Almost no pasta, ramen, canned goods. Canned meats are slim. Pork, beef, and chicken prices are sky high. Fuel is going back up. Prices are heading back up, yep. Right now, oil prices are down. So if you're looking to stock up, now's a great time to do it. The U.S. government supposedly refilling the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, but oops, they accidentally just sold some more out of it at these record low prices. It's just like the government would, just like the government does all the time. The worst possible thing you could possibly do is what the government decides to do. Wendy says, Southern Colorado. Kroger has no frozen potatoes. Empty space in freezer. 2 weeks now, shortage of fresh carrots in Kroger and local organic store. Now, I haven't been hearing too much about frozen potatoes being an issue out there, so that is interesting to hear that from you. If anyone else is seeing frozen potatoes having issues, let us know. This next one mentions that as well, though. Rob in Western Washington on Sunday just got back from Walmart around 11:30. Frozen potatoes were almost completely gone from the freezer area. Pasta was low. So was dairy. Canned meats were picked over. Lots of liquor and sweets. It's just, there's always so much of the garbage food, right? That's one of the things that always just is so surprising through the whole thing. But I want to appreciate you guys and thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to check out another video from this channel, there's one right up here. I'll see you over there. Or if you want to get some more information from Genesis Gold Group, there's a link right there to get some more information about what you can do with your retirement plan. Thanks so much for watching. Steve Poplar of the Poplar Report, out.